There's the sorrel. This one is trying to produce flowers. Picked a fine time, but I don't know next year. It's okay though. I haven't tried the tea of her leaves. I did try them in eggs. I do like them, but the tart flavor is too much because it still has the same sorrel flavor in the leaves. So that tart flavor doesn't work well with eggs. So I would be cognizant of anything you try to put it in. I would be cognizant of that flavor profile when applying it to any cooked meal. So yeah, I'm letting that fill up with water. Only one of those onions popped. Not happy about it. I may go ahead and plant some more. The big red one. Quick, mind your business. You know, mind your business. Back over here. There we go. So these I have bok choy. They're big enough for me to place them where I want them to be. Sweet mint has gone nuts after it cooled off. I don't really have a use for it because my peppermint is just fine. And I'm not much of a spearmint girl. Although they say spearmint is better than peppermint. But this sweet mint is more akin to spearmint to me. And that is a mint that really gets musty after a while. I'm talking about musty. Yeah. I meant to replant peas on this one. Here's Patty. I had fried green tomatoes last night. So believe me when I tell you, I am not going to be mad if she decides to continue to produce well into the fall here. Here's my moringa. They're doing, my tropical plants are, people don't discuss, they just say like that, oh, they're like warm tropical weather. But people don't really reiterate that tropical weather also implies cool tones and plenty of humidity. So, yeah, this loves the winter. Y'all know Viola loves the winter. Snow peas, that should be climbing. This is another snow pea. I have snap peas as well out on the brick bed. But it's my first time growing those, that's why they're out there. These I have, I'm going to place those strategically throughout the yard to deter animals. I don't know if it works or not, but I've had this thing on the deck and I've had neither bunnies nor coons trespassing across the actual deck this year. So I don't know if that helps, but I'm going to go ahead and ride with that. Here's my green bean. That is really picking up now. I have a bok choy on either side here. Here I actually have four, but I'm going to put those in different places. Here's my pimento pepper. Oh, so cute. And let me go ahead. I just keep saying I'm not going to grow them, and I'm just growing them for seeds. Let me explain it. So I got the seeds years ago, and so the seeds I have left, I told you this about something before, I can't remember what, but I have the seeds, but the seeds are like at least 5 years old. So they apparently work because I grew this with one of the 5-year-old seeds, but I don't know how viable those seeds will continue to be, so I got some fresh ones. Oh, and the reason why I'm not going to just grow them to grow them is because I don't like how tough the seed is. Because I don't like how tough the skin is, and that makes it kind of complicated to use fresh or even to cook with, really, because there's still a little skin. Like, there's no problem with it. You can eat it, and you're not gonna be chewing for hours, just to eat it, but I want to be able to enjoy my peppers and my food, my sweet peppers, because I don't really do hot peppers. I don't even understand growing peppers, right? Even if you eat peppers, like, how many can you eat? Like, even when you cook with them, you cook with a couple of peppers, right? Make sure yes, cabbage moss season is over. Woo. This was leaning over, so I staked it up. Staked it back up. Look at these white flowers. So I staked it back up. Look at the voluptuousness of these leaves, girl. That's what I've been trying to get. That's what I've been trying to get. Butter crunch. I think either butter crunch or iceberg. I think it's butter crunch because these are the leaves I've been looking to get for Mr. Sister from them things. And it didn't do it at the beginning of the season when we're going into spring when it was still cool. And we're just now doing it. So, yeah. Back here, I have my red bells that are fruiting beautifully. So I hope to get me some red bells out of that before frost hits. It's out of collards are thriving. These are beet greens. I literally use them just for color in the salad. There's no deeper burgundy. There's no deeper red lettuce leaf than this. Anyway, girl, yeah, these are the type of leaves I'm talking about. And here is the last of this black cherry. Got our pea fruits on it. Shit gonna come flying out. Yeah. It's an ugly color. But man, is it delicious. Oh my God. Oh my goodness. And I'm telling you, these are so, I'm gonna sit down. Never mind. I'm gonna give them their own video. I'm gonna give them their own video. I'm washing these with my hip right now. Further finger washing before I eat. Oh my goodness. Oh. And once I've watered everything, I will actually jet spray everything from the top directly. Because if y'all know white flowers, like, I know white flowers, child. Honey. Yeah. Okay, so she's coming down today. I have another bok choy corner with the little, yep, the violas that are coming up in the corners. And I'm going to put one in the middle. So yeah, I think I will still just put bok choy here and bok choy there. Here, bok choy, there, bok choy. Not everywhere bok choy, just here and there. This, you see, is, I went and put some cayenne here because this hole was dug and this hole was dug right next to my bok choy. So I wish a squirrel would. Oh, there's my other sorrel. It does not have this buds like the other one. Wait. Oh, it's trying to get some buds. Yeah. Now I scalped this. Some of you know what it looked like before. Some of you don't. But I scalped it because it's. I'm gonna give Mr. the green light, like I said, to take Cher out. But man, did she do her thing. So when I grow her next year, I'm going to top her off, like starting from jump. I'm going to top her down to a foot every time she going to get chopped down. Get these last fruits off of her. And I think this might be the day that I take those little cherry tomatoes, green cherry tomatoes off and see if they taste okay frozen, after being frozen and thawed and then fried as green tomatoes. That sounds like a lot, I know, but that's what the fuck I'm doing. You guys saw my last bell that I just cooked with. Where is the rest? I see other fruits at the top here. You probably can too. There's one there. There's about 3 or 4 there. But I thought I saw 3 or 4 more coming up. No, maybe not. But yeah, this is how nice and voluptuous they get. Here are a couple more. Another unpopular opinion is that along with tropical plants that tend to do amazing when it starts cooling off, bell peppers. Bell peppers always start popping off right now. Does that happen the same way with you guys in your hot peppers? Or is this the season for your hot peppers? It's October. So, yeah. And I'm going to plant another snow pea down here. I apparently walked into a web, and Spider-Man's like, that's what you get. You should let me escort you. Yeah, so anyway, I was here, right? Here's a verbena. I actually took it out and just put it right there. That's the root ball. And I knew it would creep into the ground, and so it did. It's okay. I'm gonna harvest it, and it's gonna go in my herb stash. Bells are orange, and these are red. This is red. That's red. Everything else is red. Those are the only two orange bells I have. Violas here. This is spent. That's what happens when you don't deadhead like you're supposed to. I'm not mad though. It's gonna be pretty next year. I'm gonna have some right here in the front and right here in the front. These seeds have already planted themselves, and here's the first bloom already on this one. It's getting ready. She's getting ready for winter. I see you, girl. Probably all these are probably all violas as well. Tons of blooms on my string beans. This is clearly their time to shine. Here's my moringa. Mama Moringa been struggling all the heat of all the seasons, but right now they are being great as it cools. And then I'm just gonna have the two verbena here. I had 4 this year, but you can see how bushy and wild this gets. Which also means it's time to harvest, but the point is I don't need them all across here because and I need this area to harvest when my beans are ready. Look at them. Look at them. She ready. Yeah, I'm just leaving this. Look, I'm using this okra as a steak. And this is literally the only okra I got this year. 1 okra off of 1 plant. Actually, that's a lie. I don't need to start this early. I need to direct sow it as soon as it's warm enough. That's what needs to happen with the okra. Keep that in mind. And the burgundy okra has me spoiled, so there's a whole thing on that as well. Again, I'm going to give each of them their own videos. Look, flowers. It fascinates me to see things flowering so aggressively when the weather cools. I think it's beautiful. No more. And this beautiful thing here, I can't get another one. Which seed are you, girl? Because you are so pretty. Those are sticks from bean plants that I use to nourish the soil. And the drainage on that thing has been whacked. I don't know if it's the drainage or if this smells like it has like standing, something smells like a standing water stench. I don't like. I don't know. I was gonna say you can't top them off because whenever you go to top them off, that's where all the flowers are for the next fruits. and you want that fruit. So yeah, I see that that's a good ass spot for doggone my peppers. So in the back there, and I like to have stuff in the back that is larger than the salad greens, taller, that I'm harvesting less often than I am salad. Like if I had salad greens, I would be out here harvesting every day, right? And so let's assume in the perfect situation, that's what it do. See what he gonna do? See how he turning? So I'll have the tallest plants that are harvested least often in the back, along the back. That's gonna be my bell peppers and my collards, and all my other salad greens here in front. Hey girl, hey. Oh, I just jet sprayed my mint down. This is what it looked like. It's all fresh, and it was standing straight up. It was nice and beautiful, spread out. But she needed a bath, and she also needed a cold drink of water because I haven't been watering her appropriately. Much like the stuff in the front. The stuff in the front looks terrible. Terrible, y'all. Terrible. So never set your water and don't set your timer. You gotta set your timer. It needed every bit of that water though. At least we know Mr. Draining system is working. The actual drain did not work. So he actually put these drains in. They're all along here. They're all along there. About 6 of them. There's one. He put some rocks on top of this one to leave the to give a trail for the water to go down to that drain. And it works too. It doesn't really overflow here. He has piping going underneath the ground here out to the sidewalk. I can actually see it coming out there. Maybe you can too. I hope you can see it. But again, the moral of this quick story is don't set your water in a large area without also setting your timer. I meant to leave that for 10 minutes. I don't know how long I left it. Probably more like 15, maybe even 20, but 15 I'll say. Because saying 20 will make me feel guilty. But yeah. She looks bad now, but y'all know she did her thing this season, and continue bringing my onion skins out. Because that's why it looks so gross down there, because I have onion skins. I also have some in the raised bed underneath the string beans, and then I have see that this little green pellet right there. That's from when I came out and shot birds that were gathering here. They thought this was going to be their new meeting spot, but they learned otherwise. There I have my deterrent. Speaking of animal deterrent, I want to go in the front and see if it's got to have something to eat. I'm hungry. The garden is not nearly as voluptuous as I would have liked for it to be this season, but I'm okay with it. You know, we got a few things. We got down a little bit. We're gonna know better next year. Oh, I said I was going to harvest these things. Let me get that done. So here I have some of my animal repellent plant. It did so good without any soil in it. I figured, I was like, oh, this might be a good indoor plant. So I actually brought it in here. And this is why I have the yellow sticky thing, is because it came from outside. So before I brought it in, now normally I would actually pull something from the soil, rinse the root really good, and then replant it indoors with soil that has not been sitting outside. But I did bring this one in from outside because I figured I might as well, because I brought Buddy in, who I still need to dig up and see what's going on under there. But yeah, so I went ahead and brought it in. I didn't feel like replanting it. It had already established itself out there, and I wanted to bring it in afterwards. I don't know, maybe I should have just started it in here and let it see what it did. Maybe it would have grown different, being accustomed to the indoors now. Matter of fact, I'm gonna harvest that. But I don't want to do it with I want to put on some gloves, because if you know what that smell like, you know what it smell like. You can't smell it just sitting there, but as soon as I touched it, or even the wind from it swaying, you could oh, it's all over my finger now. If y'all know me, y'all know I actually like the smell, but I don't want the house smelling like it. Yeah, so this is Buddy, Struggle Buddy. Yep, got my little dollar store trellises. I've seen a lot of y'all with these. A lot of y'all got these, and I'm gonna get some more too. Let that dollar store have some more of these next year. I'm trying to get my mother-in-law's. I went and saw she had about 3 of them too, and she don't plant shit. She don't garden. But anyway, these are fresh to death. So fresh, so fresh. Make a big sweat. And this is Mister's plant. I wish I had gotten it for him for his birthday, but we were together. And so this is the one he chose. I'm glad he got to choose the one he wanted. It's a ginseng ficus. Filtered light, no direct sunlight. We got that. Moderately moist soil, never soggy. That won't be hard. Feed every 2 weeks with an all-purpose plant food. I actually gave him the perfect plant food for this, but he was acting out funky, so I took it back. I'm gonna let him do it. I'm gonna let him take care of it. I want him to have a full botanical experience of his own accord before he starts choosing things that he's interested in. He took me to the botanical gardens. Actually, it was quite a while ago. Almost a decade ago. Was it almost a decade ago? Maybe about 6 years ago. At least 6 years ago. But anyway, he took me to the botanical gardens, and it was nice and everything, you know, but I'm a veggie girl, so. But anyway, we went to the, but it starts with a B, the short trees, the I can't, but why I can't think of the word of the little midget trees. Anyway, so we went to that area, and he was somewhat mesmerized, and I was like, well, if that's something you're interested, why don't you get into it? And I wanted him to go ahead and get into it, because if he had done it, even if he had just dived in and gotten one, he would have one right now that he could be taken care of, and it could be 10 years old. He could have a 10-year-old tree, but it needs to be one of his choosing. And I'm glad, because he would have had a pomegranate tree in here. If you leave it to me, damn apple tree. He would have had a damn fruit tree in here. And those are trees that need some outside and full sun. You know what I mean? So he does need to find a variety of something that does not benefit from full sun. So yeah. Ginseng. I'm gonna see if that's real, if that's how ginseng works, because I don't think it is. Oh, let's do ginger right quick. I gave her some water. Still did not mulch her, so sorry about her green pajamas. They look kind of raggedy. This is the branch I just topped off. This third and these other stalks fell over and died. Let me go on and own this whackness for y'all. Moringa, it did not make it at all. There's the I put this scaredy cat in this hole. It looked like it hasn't moved, so good for that. I'm gonna put another one apparently right there. They think they slick. They put the rocks back over it. Unless Mr. put the rocks back over it. I poured some damn cayenne down there. I'm gonna leave them there because it looks like rock. Like I said, it looks like rocks are over it. Yeah, so I have it on this side as well, and this side. Keep the animals out. It looks like they haven't been here. I'm gonna show Mr. when he gets home. There's my oregano, basil, cilantro is finally popping up now that it's too damn late. Still have a couple of these onions. This onion is doing really dynamite. Happy about that because this is the one that is not purslane. And I don't like it at all. Pop those onions off. Put some onions back there. Put some back there. And put the viola up here. I might do that when Mr's mowing. When he gets home, he's gonna mow today.